Jason Lee Podcast.
All right, we're back for an all-new show. Are we supposed to clap?
I think so.
If you don't clap for yourself, who's going to do it? Okay?
We're going to clap for everybody except for Keke Palmer's baby daddy.
Can we get to the show before we get to the shade of all? Listen, we're back. It's an all-new podcast. I haven't been here for a while because you know I got jumped. Wait.
It was all a lie.
It ain't a lie, though. I really did. I didn't get jumped, but I did get punched. You know, it's so crazy the delight a lot of you online found in me getting punched. Like, I deleted the photo of my black eye really fast, but then it somehow got reposted and was going viral online because, you know, the barbs found out that I got attacked. You probably thought it was you. It wasn't y'all. But nonetheless, you know, too much Tito's in the French Riviera. Black people, get on boats, get on planes. Don't get on boats that they tell you going on a trip and then you get enslaved for years. But get on a boat, get on planes, go places, go see the world. The world is such a beautiful place. I went to French Riviera, as you know. I've already talked about it here on the. Have I talked about it on the podcast or no? Have we had a podcast?
No, we haven't.
So I went to French Riviera. I went to the French Riviera with Tiffany Haddish. We were invited by Gary Vee to go out there and meet with a lot of brands at a place called Can Line. If you are a brand builder, brand maker, you want to get in the business of building a brand, and you're going to need money. And where you get money if you don't have investors is you go right on over there to Can Lines and you find all the brands that you want to work with, and you can create shows and experiences around whatever it is that's in your mind. In my mind, you know, we have Hollywood Unlocked with the Jason Lee Show, we have the Jason Lee Podcast, we have other stuff. The Daily Drop, which is coming up, I'll tell you about. And then we have our award show, but we have other events that we're building for next year, our tentpole events. And so I went over there to meet with people to pay for them. There's billions and billions of dollars of deals, brand deals being made over rosé on boats between all these people that don't look like us. So we went out there and we colored the place up a little bit, no pun intended. Shout out to all the other blacks that were out there. Charlemagne was there. They had an amazing party with D Nice. Club Quarantine popped up out there. And I met Q-Tip.
Oh.
I got Q-Tip's number too. I'm friends with Q-Tip now.
Dope.
We don't really text, but I got his number. But nonetheless, he was super cool, and he congratulated me on all the success we've been doing. So people are watching. He's such an icon. They were celebrating 50 years of hip hop at this Club Quarantine party produced by Group Black. Shout out to Terrence and all of them over there. But it was great to see a lot of us that are in the business out there, like Valicia Butterfield-Jones, who used to be the president of the Recording Academy. She's now senior VP at Google. She was there. They had a whole Google thing. I spoke on a panel about wellness and health, and I talked about my STD experience, you know, because you have to find humor. But it was really about educating people on like HIV awareness and stuff like that, but using humor on where I went through my own experience getting tested and finding out I was negative and having no diseases. And I used it as a humorous way to tell people, like, you should get on PrEP and you should be, educated on your sexual statuses, especially if you're out there laying pipe in everybody. And we're going to talk about that because today's show is just a lot going on. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about the pipe that's been thrown at Lil Nas, beating his little face up. Hold on. But yeah, I did that. And then we came back and we had the 3rd annual Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards. Now, if you have been sleeping under a rock and you didn't see that, here's a recap. Take a look. Hollywood Unlocked started from an Instagram, and now we're at the International Ballroom at the Beverly Hilton for our 2nd year in a big way.
Let's give it up for the visionary and my future baby daddy, Jason Lee.
Welcome all of you to the 3rd annual Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards. So I'm excited to announce the launch of my foundation, the Hollywood Cares Foundation.
The Impact Awards were founded to honor the leaders who shape our culture and our future.
He is about to be the most impactful Black man in the game.
We inspire the next generation who are watching us in the hood, who don't dream of dreams like we did, but somehow we found the courage to make it out and to pursue our passion. Stay focused and look to God for the courage to pursue those dreams. And that's what I did, and that's why I'm standing on my stage tonight. All right, well, that's about that. I know that you guys are ready for us to get straight to it, so it's the Tea with Jason Lee. Well, people are now in the news, really upset about this next topic, and I'll tell you're going to be probably surprised where I stand on it. I'm going to get civically engaged because at this point, I think that gays have gone wild. There's a new law. Wait. Gays have gone wild.
Oh, wow.
I feel like, remember back in the day when they had that show, Girls Gone Wild? We need to produce a show, the Zeus Network.
Oh, yes.
Gays Gone Wild. Hold on, I'm texting Lemuel right now. I have an idea of a lifetime. I have a brilliant idea. Call you later. This is how you get deals done in Hollywood, people. You just come. Gays Gone Wild. That would be a crazy show. I'd be executive producer. I would come there like shocked that like, why are you guys going wild? What's happening? And then try to calm the gays down. It'd be a lot of gay interventions. Gays Gone Wild. I think there's something there, right?
Yeah, a lot of purse fights. I'm just not here for it.
Well, we're not talking about Billy Porter because he's in a battle with his career at this point. We're going to talk about you, young lady. Yes.
Oh, no, not young lady.
Anyway, the gays are gone wild. Misgendering is now becoming a felony. So, yeah. The Michigan House just passed a law making it a felony to use a person's wrong pronoun. It will now be illegal and finable up to $10,000. The new bill called HB, hey bitch, 4474 targets those who harass or intimidate someone by misgendering them and using the wrong pronouns. It criminalizes causing someone to feel threatened by words. Reacting to the new law, former TV judge Joe Brown, he felt some type of way, and this is what he said on Twitter. This type of abomination must be stopped. This is so obscenely contrary to American First Amendment law that only fit adjectives to describe it as profane. Michigan House passes bill where using wrong pronouns equals a felony finable up to $10,000. Well, if I see him and don't know him,
I don't know her.
it is what it is. I don't know him. I don't know her. I don't know. I feel some type of way. I'm over pronouncing. I'm not disrespecting any of you that are non-binary or he or she. If you were born a he and now you're a she, or you're a she and now you were born a him, except for that one that tricked me into fucking him back in the day, I still hold a grudge against you because I didn't have no choice. You know about that story?
Yes.
You don't? This trans man tricked me into sex, but it was a man who was a woman transitioned to a man. But I didn't know that it was a man. I didn't know it was a woman until I put my penis in it. Exactly.
You ended up putting it in though?
Yeah, all the way. Apparently, it was so wet I didn't know what was happening. I just thought the slippery slide was an STD I would take care of later, you know. And so finding out that I didn't have my choice, that's why at that moment they should have told me what they was, but they didn't. So thou got kicked the fuck out. But here's my point: this whole pronouncing game is just really confusing me. I remember the good old days when you were he and she. And if you were he and she, or they called you he, she, we knew what that meant at that time. And then we realized he, she was wrong. And we said, okay, tranny. Then we knew tranny was wrong. So then we said trans. So I love the evolution of education in our community where we're learning that saying he, she's wrong, saying tranny's wrong. But that is because we're attacking and being disrespectful to a certain class of people. This whole I'm going to wake up one day, we need to call this the Demi Lovato law, where if you wake up and change your pronoun one day, on Monday you're a he, on Tuesday you're a she, on Wednesday you're a they, on Thursday you're a that, and by Friday you're back over to she again, you should go to prison. Lifetime. I don't know. I'm not here for it. I feel like the gay community, and this, I'm sorry to all of the gays out there, they're going to be offended by this. I'm not really sorry. Stop making it complicated because we don't even have a clear understanding of anything anymore. There's no almanac breaking down who we are and what we are anymore. This IA plus, what is IA now? What is that?
Oh, I don't know.
See? You see? We don't even know what the fuck we are. But in my teleprompter, it says LGBTQIA. Yeah. Well, I want a QIA too. Is it artificial intelligence backwards? I don't know.
Research. Intersex and asexual.
Oh, asex is where you just don't want to have sex with nobody. What do you think about pronouns? You're gay. Are you here for it or not?
Well, yes and no. But this situation in particular, I think, is a misinformation campaign because this law was already an existing bill that was in place that provided protections for religion, race, and ethnicity. And they simply just added this section in to give protections to the LGBT community. And I think people are just using this as like a misinformation campaign because they always use the gays as like a source of like fighting for the good fight for themselves. But really, in essence, this bill is just saying like you can't intimidate someone through violence by using pronouns that are.
But isn't this extra layer of protection like putting a double condom on? Like we all were taught that 2 condoms could be not safe. Like if you put it on I remember there were people I used to have sex with where I would say, okay, I'm gonna wear 2 condoms with you. But that was actually not safer. If you need to have sex with 2 condoms to have sex with somebody, you probably shouldn't be having sex with them, right?
I never heard that it's not safe.
Well, it isn't. You know, but my point is, I don't know why I shared that story, but it was an unfortunate experience. I just feel like this pronouncing thing, now you're going to consequence people for using the wrong pronoun. So say, for instance, Demi Lovato walks into Denny's. She's hungry. You know, she likes to eat. She orders the slumberjack. Is it slumberjack or the lumberjack? It's one of those. I think it's a slumberjack. It's like the slam. Anyway, or no, the slam. Well, she orders the big meal. Now she comes in there and I say, they want the big meal. But now she went back to she. They went back to she. Am I now getting fined $10,000?
No.
So what does it mean? Where does it start and stop?
Because it's if the person is using it as an act of violence against the person. So basically like a hate crime. So if you were
here they go
if
again.
you were using it as with the intention of a threat to the person as a hate crime, then it becomes a felony. I don't think it's like you walk into Denny's and you're like, hey, they are having lunch, and she's like, no, I'm a she now, you're going to jail. It's not that. That's what I'm like. I think that certain people are just using this as more leverage.
I think the oversensitivity of our community, where we need all these rights. We do need rights, and trust me, the Republicans are trying to strip them all away. So let me be very clear: I'm very pro LGBTQIA ZYF. I'm very pro that, right? Like equality, whatever rights straight people have, we should have the rights too. But it's getting complicated now. Now, when you walk across the street, it ain't going to be a man symbol or a woman symbol. It's just going to be they can walk across the street. Like, you know, I understand the bathroom thing and I understand the controversy, but I understand equality. If you identify as a woman and you're transitioning or you transition, you should be able to use the bathroom that you identify with. Now, don't get in there, you know, and start acting out, because then now you're going to fuck it up for everybody else. But now to do the pronouncing thing is and then birth certificate saying that they're going to eliminate, they're going to change the birth certificate. You was born a boy, it's going to say M.
Yeah.
You was born a female, it's going to say F. They're not, I will personally go to the White House, lay across the lawn. Matter of fact, I'll lay this way and I'll have Rob lay this way so we can say thou shall stop. The T is for thou shall stop on the South Lawn. Because now if you put T on the birth certificate, they may think you were born a trans, but you can't. Because if you were born a hermaphrodite with 2, do they put an H?
I think they would assign you what your parents choose in that case.
Chose.
So y'all just rolling dice in the lobby of the hospital to decide what it's going to be?
Though, Marina.
No,
Wait,
friend...
Google that. If your friend's a hermaphrodite?
No. My friend has a son.
Oh,
a baby.
Jill, tell me it ain't so.
No, my friend has a baby, and she said the most LA thing just happened to her over the weekend.
Her baby got a penis?
She's a son. No, she's a son. He's a boy.
Okay.
But he's like a little, like, cute little ponytail, like a little, like a little afro ponytail, like she tied up. And she went out, and this lady was like, "Oh, they're so cute." And my friend's like, "Oh, he's a he, like he's a boy, thank you." And then she's like, "No, they don't know what they are yet." And my
wait. The woman told your friend that?
Yes, she told her like, "No, they're they." And the baby's like 2 years old, like not even.
And the baby's like, "What am I?"
Yeah, the baby's like, "What?"
That's
so
inappropriate.
my friend's like, "Don't call my son a they." It's a lot. It's a messy, but
Were they white?
no.
They were black?
The old lady?
Yeah.
Who said they were they?
Oh yeah, they were white.
See, white folks got a problem. I'm gonna tell y'all be trying to pet my dogs at Starbucks. Why do y'all worried about people, dogs, and kids? Mind your business. If your kid is on a leash running all over the mall with a sucker stuck in his hair, let you and Toby deal with that. Leave our kids alone. Leave our dogs alone. My dogs are so rich and over it at this point. When we go to Starbucks, Gucci be like, "Girl, Gucci don't like nobody. Chanel don't trust nobody but Andrew. I just feel like white people have this incessant need to touch dogs and label kids. If I bring my little black child anywhere, Chuck E. Cheese or wherever, I don't know where the fuck you take kids these days. Or what's the Dave and Buster's? If I take my kid, can you imagine me with my kids at Dave and Buster's?
That would be amazing. You'd be you, Tiffany, Floyd.
No.
All the godparents.
Yeah, but my godparents ain't, Rihanna's not coming to the damn Dave and Buster's with the kids. Although, you know, she will be having them at her house with her kids. Yeah, no, I don't know. Back to this topic at hand. I think that gay rights are important and we shouldn't trivialize them, but I feel like when we play around and we overcomplicate things or like too much, we need equality. We don't need to have all this circus stuff going. I don't know. I feel like the pronouncing has just been like I don't even know what non-binary means. That means you don't identify as a man or woman. So you just identify as a Halloween costume? What the fuck are you? I'm really unclear.
It's overcomplicated for me too. It is a lot. There are a lot of pronouns that I don't necessarily know. So yeah, I don't want to put
non-binary is used to describe people who feel their gender cannot be defined. Okay, no disrespect to the non-binary. Every time I say no disrespect, then I get disrespectful.
Yeah,
no, but seriously, how do you not identify with your gender, at any gender? If you're non-binary, please email us at info@hollywoodunlocked.com. We'll put it right here, okay? I'm going to move on. All right. Bye. They can leave now. Thank you. All right. Gilbert Arenas is in the news. This is what Gilbert said. Gilbert Arenas is ripping my community. So here's why I'm going to switch up now, and now I'm going to be gay. Because now it's time for me to defend our community. How dare you? Okay. Gilbert Arenas, the former basketball player who I know very well, he shared his thoughts on the LGBTQIA plus community, and he said that he feels like it's the most unfair group of people. Huh? More difficult than the Republicans? Well, anyway, he spoke to my friend Vlad at Vlad TV, and this is what he said.
The LGBT, right? I think it's the most unfair group walking the planet right now.
How so?
They have a playbook that only they are playing by, that they can only see. No one else gets to see this playbook, but we're being judged by everything that's in this playbook, but we don't know it. So it's like there's no open dialogue, right? There's no open dialogue about what is appropriate, what's not. We only find out after we fuck up. That's unfair, right? That's fucking unfair. You can't do that. You can't, how do I know something's wrong until you give it to me?
Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Just words, phrases, like he, she, it, they, wait. We don't fucking, how do we know? You're making it up as you go. And we don't, it's not like, that's what I said. It's not like there's this fucking dictionary of updates and we can sit there and click it and say, all right, I can't say, I can't, they took this out, right? They added this in. We're just learning.
Oh yeah.
Right? And that's really unfair that you can cancel somebody on a playbook that only you have.
You're wrong. Well, you're right to a certain extent. I actually agree with some of that, but I agree with some of that, and I agree that you should be able to voice your opinion because I don't believe in cancel culture. So let's just start with that. And I like Gilbert. Gilbert's going to say what the fuck Gilbert wants to say. White people have been playing by a playbook their whole lives that we don't have the answers to, Gilbert. There's no way as a black man, and you black, there ain't no way your black ass with black kids, your black ass don't believe that us gays, me and Rob and our whole community, okay, are more unfair with our playbook than the white folks. You played in the NBA. You were traded by owners of teams. You're artists who sing songs they don't own the masses to get sold without their permission. You all work and live in a construct of racism all day long and suppression from people who don't look like us. And this is the problem that I have with you black men. You black men have to understand that the struggle that the gay community goes through is the same struggle y'all go through. So instead of not understanding us and saying that we're the most unfair, you should call up your black athletes who have retired or some of them that are still playing ball and with balls. Because some of y'all, let's speak on it, some of y'all basketball players be in that locker room tooting it a little bit too high for me. But either way, we're the problem. No, I do understand what you're saying. I do believe, as I just said in the previous segment, when I was being critic of the gays, that the pronouncing thing is a little too out of control. It's a little too much. And yeah, we don't understand it. We don't even understand it, as you saw. But we handled it in a different way than you saying that we're a terrorist group. And I think that's kind of how you said it, because is the Taliban not more complicated than us? Is Putin not more complicated than us? Or the people killing people for being gay? Or the people killing black people and lynching them in the South? I mean, there are the Ku Klux Klan, so we're more problematic than the Ku Klux Klan? I think there's just more context needed for what you said. I don't think you were thinking that all the way through, because I know you're smart, but I also know you're a troll. But I do feel like our community does put a lot of unnecessary burden on the straight community at times for not always getting it right. There needs to be a way where we can coexist and talk things out and not fight or destroy or attack each other like you just did our community. I think there should be open dialogue, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Listen, he said the gay community is the most, what did he say, unfair group walking. I'm going to tell you who's the most unfair group walking the planet. The bums, the homeless people. I just got in trouble at my apartment meeting.
Wait, did you call homeless people bums?
Yes. At my apartment, we had a meeting, a safety meeting.
Bitch, you tried it.
And they kept talking about the transients. And I'm like, the trans? Like, I'm looking around like, I never heard that word before. And everyone's like nodding their head. And I'm like, wait, are you talking about the bums? And they were like, oh, no, you can't say that no more.
You have to stop saying bums.
I'm in the homeless.
You're getting dragged
now.
The
unhoused.
You're getting dragged right now.
I know, I'm getting dragged.
This is the part where you go, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the labeling, the words, everyone's sensitive. You can't say, remember you said gypsy the other day?
Yeah.
In a Tiffany interview about to come out, and you were like, oh, I can't say gypsy anymore. I always say gypsy. I always call myself a gypsy. I call my mom a gypsy. Everyone's
You're going to have a lot of people coming after you.
Honestly, I did not know gypsy was a bad word.
Me neither. I didn't know bum was a bad word.
Until the gypsy community came out.
Yes, but even like you said, like, oh, I look bummy.
Wait, I can't call them the gypsy community?
No.
Why?
I guess that's bad.
What are gypsies, though?
Gypsies are the roaming little travelers in Europe and stuff. They have no home. They just like put spells on you. And
would they be gypping? Like
like stealing?
No, because when you get gypped is when you've been stolen from.
Yeah.
That's
well, listen, we love the gypsies here, right?
And
we love bums.
And
Look, listen. We do have a homeless problem in LA.
Yeah.
And but it's not the homeless's fault.
It's not.
It's not the homeless fault. It's not homeless. It's not the homeless fault that they're homeless per se, because there's a lot of challenges: mental health, lack of services, government, whatever. We should live in a world where homeless people don't live on the streets.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't mean it like in the
like, I know what you're saying.
Like, but everyone's like, whoa, you can't say that. I also got in trouble for. I'm not even gonna say that example.
No,
but
say it. If you're gonna get canceled for the bums, you might as well get canceled for that.
Put it all out.
What community? Tell me. What? Black?
No, the gay community.
What the gays do?
No,
She used another word.
I used another word. I
word?
didn't know it was bad.
For,
Not fag.
To female.
The D
for
word.
Female.
Dyke.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I did not know that was a word because I was like, oh yeah, the cute. I said that and they were like, whoa, you can't say that.
But see, this is the difference.
You do know she's lesbian, right?
I know. That's why I'm looking at Kaylin. Like,
she
sorry,
just offended
Kaylin.
my makeup artist. It's crazy. But when you look at Kaylin is not what they would call a dyke, right? They would say more like the
She's
butchy
lipstick.
style, but you could say butch. Yeah, she's the lipstick.
She's a lipstick lesbian, but I heard that's bad
now her
too.
wife.
That's what they used
Now
to
her
call
wife. But we should be able to have conversation like this, and I think it's the intent behind the conversation.
That's
Like
what
you're not intentional, right?
That's what I was gonna say about this situation. For me, two things. When you look at marginalized communities that are propelled into like the mainstream and finally are getting to a place where they're having equal footing, which is not yet, but we're still in a learning phase too, like you said earlier. So we're still learning like how to define ourselves, what to call ourselves, what pronouns. It's a discovery process. But when you do it maliciously, that's when it becomes a problem. And then you're worried about people canceling you, but like you're making a joke of it right now. Like for him, this was a big joke, but it's offensive to a lot of people who are trying to find space in the world where they're accepted. So for you to make a joke out of throwing it in there, like all of these little jabs, and then he wonders why people are upset. So like understand it's the intent behind what you do.
Think about it like this, Gilbert, because we're friends, so we're friendly, whatever. If somebody white said the blacks and the Black Lives Matters, the whatever group out there, we would burn it down. We share the same struggle. We share the same experience. Now, I know you've refused to come on my podcast before when you were being accused of all those things. And we're still friends. And I know he always congratulates me on my success. The one thing about Gilbert is he can dish it and take it. He don't give a fuck. He had a podcast or show at some point. I don't know, but Gilbert is a master troll, master. He will drag you for filth. He don't care. But he's also very intelligent, too. He's a great businessman. But would love to talk to you about it. I just think we have to be more, not sensitive, but more aware of how we contextualize things, because you could have started this conversation and been more inclusive. But again, this is a clip of a conversation. I don't know the whole thing. I ain't going to go look for it. Bye. All right. Speaking of gays gone wild, Lil Nas X. First of all, Nas, I'm tired of this ponytail. I don't know what's going on. Are you tired of it?
Yes. I love him, but it's too much.
He don't like that ponytail. I think at this point, he just be calling his stylist and team together like, let's just create something to go viral, right? Got a nice body, though. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Well, Lil Nas X is in the news because a fan threw a sex toy at him. Now, fans are losing their mind because fans have gone wild at these concerts. You remember there was BB Rexa who had a fan throw a phone at her. Do we have a photo of her? This is a photo of BB in her eye. Now, remember, there's a bug in here. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so remember the fan threw the phone.
Did you get it?
Remember the fan threw the phone at BB, but hit her in the eye, later came forward and said that he just thought it would be funny. Then there was another fan that I saw recently ran up and attacked some rapper. I don't have that video for you here, but you fans are losing your mind. Now, you ain't going to try this with Beyonce. I remember there was a fan that had run up on stage with Beyonce and Jay-Z before, and all the dancers beat him up. It was a mess. Well, anyway, Lil Nas had a sex toy thrown at him. Let me show you the video of that. Somebody threw their pocket pussy on stage at Lil Nas X. Now, you know if you was going to throw anything at him, it should have been a 12-inch dildo. Why did you do that? Now, you misgendered him, right? Is that?
I'm like, why they throw a pocket pussy of all things? Come on now.
Well, if I'm saying they misgendered him, now I'm saying he's a bottom.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what he is. But either way, they threw this thing at him. I think it's getting out of control because one day you're going to throw something and, you know, these celebrities are going to respond. And then now they're in the headlines because they attacked. Remember when Cardi hit that fan in the head with the phone at Rolling Loud? And people were like, oh, my God, she was so disrespectful. Well, they were pulling her hair and pulling on her. Do you think he took the pocket pussy home and played with it?
I don't think so. But I think they were hoping that he would play with it on stage. But
nobody wanted to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
I think the fan wanted to see that. I think that was the goal.
How do you get a pocket pussy in the stadium, though?
Yeah.
I mean, the metal detector wouldn't go off, so they probably just
They don't check
it
bags.
somewhere.
Right, but like, I mean, I snuck red vines in the BET Awards, but that's because I stuffed the red vines in I know it's gonna sound bad. I stuffed them in my back, like right above my butt. You know, I stuck it right in my thing.
They don't let you bring food there?
No, I bought all this food and they were like, you can't bring it in. So I went to the bathroom and put it on my pants.
Oh.
I was only in there for 15 minutes. Shout out to the BET Awards. We haven't had a show since the BET Awards, right?
No, we haven't.
BET Awards invited me there to the show. They know I'm not going first of all, I'm not going anywhere else. I'm not celebrated and treated like the king of the motherfucking internet that I am. If you don't treat me with the respect that I've earned, at this point, I have earned the respect. Have I not? I did 5 seasons of Wild 'N Out. I did 3 seasons of Love and Hip Hop. I was a regular on all these shows. I had my own award show. I built them. I'm not honored properly in terms of how I'm treated where I go places. I'm not celebrated. I'm not going anymore. I actually have this whole theory that I just create everything I want. So music festivals, instead of going, I just create one. You know, award shows, instead of going to them, I'll create one unless I'm being honored. Or
talk shows.
Talk shows. I'll create everything that I want to be a part of for myself. That was something that I had after the BET Awards because they invited me and told me I had camera seats. They lured me down there. They had no host. Beyonce wasn't coming. Rihanna wasn't coming. I didn't even know who was going to be there. I got there. It was literally like the BET Hip Hop Awards on steroids with a mix of Source Awards shootouts. It was, when I got there, they said that they had stopped 20 guns from getting in. Before I got there, they searched our car with a dog, made us turn off the car. It was almost like they were sniffing for bombs. Then I had to walk in. I got my tickets, and I was in row KK. I didn't even know they had double Ks. I was in row KK sitting next to Lil Boosie and Lil Mama. That was a little too much for me, so I got the fuck out. I was only there for 15 minutes. There's a video of me, which I'll try to find, but I was hitting it. They caught me. A fan caught me leaving the BET Awards eating red vines. It was like, I'm out of here. It was out of here, tease. But I didn't stay. I don't even know who hosted. Did they have a host?
I don't even know.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, we were too busy planning our own award show. It was actually a hit. We had a host too, Tiffany Haddish, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Back to Lil Nas, because that's what we were talking about. We were talking about sneaking things in. You couldn't sneak anything in that award show. I couldn't sneak through. I snuck the red vines, but you couldn't. I guess you could have snuck a pocket pussy in the BET Awards too.
It could have been used. They could have, slid it over themselves and
Ew.
slid it.
That's what I was thinking if it was you.
That's why I'm like, why would you pick that up?
And he's having sex. Well, he's dating one of his dancers anyway. He probably has pussy on the road.
Maybe they used it together.
Hey, yes.
I was looking up like weird things that people have thrown during concerts, and Pink, the singer, when she was singing once, somebody threw their mom's ashes at her.
Oh God.
And they snuck that into the concert.
Did it hit her?
No, I didn't hit her, but it still went on stage.
Wait. They threw their mother's ashes on, like
Correct.
the actual ashes.
Was it in an urn or like?
Nope.
It's like a plastic.
You don't have to play it. I trust you. Wait.
No, I know.
But why would they throw their mother's ashes on stage?
Maybe their mother was a fan.
It was like in a bag.
That's so sad.
She picked it up. She held it in her hands.
So their mother died twice. Oh, this is where we should play Lotto. Put it on the floor.
Or that's the plastic.
Rip me out the plastic.
Rip me out the plastic. This show's a mess. Well, Adele heard what happened to Lil Nas X. She's down with the gays. She said, "You try that phone throwing shit on me if you want." And she said she's gonna kill you. Take a look.
Have you noticed how people are like forgetting fucking show etiquette at the moment? People are throwing shit on stage. Have you seen that? I fucking dare you. Dare you throw something at me and I'll fucking kill you. Stop throwing things at the artist, but you can shoot things at people. This is total reverse. I've got to go back over and give my t-shirt gun back. I've been seeing it. These people have lost it. Can you imagine?
I'm such an Adele fan. I'm so mad that I had to give my tickets to Marina and Johnny.
I love that.
She puts on a show. It's like a stand-up show. It's good.
Show.
It's amazing.
She cusses.
I had some really good tickets. Were the seats good?
Yeah, we were like 10. Like Johnny, we were like 10th row. Yeah, we were like
10th row. Did she walk by you guys at all? Really? So you could have touched her, or you could have said?
No.
Could you said her name because she heard you?
No.
Damn.
Because, it was a lot going on. It was security. It was a lot. But those shows are very intimate. But she throws those guns of like T-shirts at the audience.
Well, I'm going to the next show whenever they're scheduled, and I've already set it up where I get to meet Adele. So I'll be meeting you, and we'll have a moment. I like Adele. I love her. I love her transition. She and I both have had total glow-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we both used to be frumpy. Because she looked a lot older when she was fatter, too.
She did.
And I did, too. So it's good that we're both doing a lot better. She got her black man now. So,
living her best life.
He laying all that.
Up in that pocket.
And he got his own money, too. I don't want to think about Adele's pocket pussy. Either way, Lil Nas, we're glad that you're fine. That outfit you had on, can you play the video back with no audio, though, so I can just talk over it? Please. What in the world is he wearing? He looked like he's straight out of the Flintstones from the 2022 era. And those horns. Anyway, God bless you. All right. M is in the news. Madonna. She's in the news, and people are afraid. They're afraid for her health and her life right now. Now, I will say at the top, I've texted Madonna a couple times to make sure she's okay. Have not heard back from her. Not saying she's in the ICU or intubated, but that's what had happened to her. Recently, news broke that Madonna was hospitalized and sent to the ICU with a bacterial infection. I'm just gonna say allegedly.
Allegedly.
I hate the word infection. Anytime you hear infection, and especially when you think about Madonna, you think about extracurricular activities because she's a Leo like me. We share the same birthday. We all know that she is a hypersexual being. She is. We've seen decades of Truth or Dare. Have you ever seen Truth or Dare documentary?
They don't know.
Have you seen the Truth or Dare documentary? You? The youth don't even understand how iconic of a person that we're even talking about. I know you hear Madonna the icon, Madonna the legend, But like, you have to understand, okay, during the 80s, during HIV AIDS and the whole gay coming out era was she was at the forefront of advocacy in fighting for the gay community, fighting for sex positivity and a lack of shaming women who were using their bodies however they want. Remember, like a virgin, she rolled around in the wedding dress like a virgin because you're supposed to be a virgin when you get married, but clearly she wasn't. She was being very cheap and tawdry, as she does often. She's always pushed the boundaries. When gay community, people were attacking them, she came out with Vogue. People said she stole from the ballroom scene. I don't know, but they do love her and celebrate over there. But she commercialized the Vogue movement. And the voguing came out of houses, and houses where people in the community who were displaced by their families because they were gay ended up being accepted into these houses that were named after fashion brands. There's a whole Paris is Burning documentary that you should watch that will educate you on that. I'm still learning about the ballroom community. But anyway, Madonna's iconic. Well, the icon found herself in the ICU battling a bacterial infection. She's been recovering ever since. And friends are now saying that they fear for her life. I'm going to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because she's getting ready for tour. Now, we remember when Michael Jackson died. I remember the day that Michael Jackson died. I was sitting in my apartment in North Hollywood, me and my boyfriend at the time, who I evicted. And Michael Jackson died while he was, in the process of preparing for a tour. This was his farewell tour. We didn't know that the farewell was going to come before the tour, and he died. And so now Madonna, she's 64 years old. She's been pushing herself, getting ready for this tour. Now, at the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, we had invited Madonna to be honored this year. She graciously said she was unable to because she was preparing for her tour. And she did say to me that her rehearsals it was a lot, and it sounded like she was like, and to know how iconic of a performer is, she's in it. She ain't like Tinashe. She's not like these other girls that show up and half do it. She really, really does it. And if you want to pause this right now and go over to YouTube and look at her Super Bowl performance that she did about 10 years ago when she was 53, she killed it. It was iconic. That's what Madonna does. Well, the tour is supposed to kick off this month, and now people are saying that she's trying to keep up with the younger girls like Taylor Swift and Pink. Who, by the way, that's completely disrespectful because she doesn't need to. She set the standard for them. And now they're saying that she was working overtime and just burning herself out. Now, I bought two third row seats to this concert, so I ain't gonna lie, I've been going to look at the return policy because if she decides that this is it and farewell to y'all, I want my money back because it was $10,000 for them tickets. But people around her are just, I guess they're saying they're reminding her that she's not young, which is crazy because when Rob and I went to dinner with her, the whole conversation we had was around ageism. And she was talking about wanting to advocate for people, not shaming people for their age. Of course, people want her to pace herself and take care of herself. But either way, she's a consummate performer. She's an icon legend, and she's doing her thing.
I love the fact that she does hopefully have people around her who do have her best interest in mind, because what we don't need is to lose another legend too soon. So, I feel like a lot of these artists have people around them who just are yes men to them and just push whatever they ask for. But if she is really like putting her health in jeopardy because she's pushing harder and harder to like perform at the highest level she can, like slow down a little bit. Like we'll wait with you. Like I want Madonna here. So
why y'all don't ever tell me to slow down?
Oh, we all tell you to slow down.
No, y'all don't. Y'all be like, we doing another show. We doing we'll get the IV to come over. We got you.
Please.
No, but I mean, I feel like when you get to that level of your life and career, you need to have people around you saying like, slow down. And she was dating that fine guy, that one, not the one she put out, but the other one. Where is he at?
Which one?
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Side note, I'm waiting for David Geffen's relationship to end because the one he got right now, I want that one. I don't even know.
You know when that's gonna end.
When the money stops?
No.
What?
Now y'all plotting.
What?
I mean,
don't say when Geffen dies.
That's when it's gonna end. That man is not going anywhere.
He rich. David Geffen gonna be around
Who
for a
is
long
that?
time. Who is David Geffen? Oh God, you need to know the real gays. Y'all know Andy Cohen and Anderson
Geffen.
Cooper. Y'all need to know the legendary. That's the legendary gay.
His boyfriend is not going anywhere.
That's his boyfriend right there.
7.7 billion.
Right. I'm trying to be David Geffen. I'm trying to be your friend. You want your parties to be lit? Call me. I tell you, baby. When I tell you we had that party lit, that's his boyfriend right there.
He is not going.
And the boy, that's his fiance. You know that. But the boyfriend's girlfriend found out he was with David Geffen when they. And remember?
Yes.
Y'all a mess. The gays are a mess. We will break up a home at any moment and fly your fiance right out. Well, people are saying Madonna needs to pace herself and not push herself so hard. I don't know. It's risky that she's even performing this hard for a world tour at that age. Yeah. She has 4 children. I don't know. I just hope that this doesn't turn out to another Michael Jackson situation because, you know, Michael didn't have a chance to slow down. He slowed all the way down completely when that doctor killed him.
Allegedly.
He went to prison for it.
Yeah.
He did.
Where is that doctor at? Is he dead yet?
Or is he still in prison? How long did he
No, he got out.
Ugh.
He got out. And I'm going to tell you what else is bad. Let me tell you why I would have never let that doctor, the Michael Jackson doctor, put nothing in me. Did you see his hairline?
He couldn't resolve that.
I don't trust anybody with a hairline like that because it's just unfair. You did it to yourself and now you want to come do something to me? No. No. Okay, well, anyway. Bye, M. This woman right here. Blueface's mother, she's giving Michael Jordan advice. Where do we come up with these headlines? Since when does Michael Jordan need her advice? Well, let me tell you. Michael Jordan, just a few days ago, broke his silence on the relationship with his son, Marcus Jordan, who's dating Larsa Pippen. Marcus Jordan is the son of Magic. Magic's son is the one that wears the dresses. Sorry. The NBA is like a Zeus Network show at this point, right?
It is.
Marcus Jordan is the son of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the former teammate of Scottie Pippen, who used to be married to Larsa Pippen, who's now dating Marcus Jordan. That's just a lot. Well, Larsa's dating Michael's son, and everybody's been wanting to know, what did Michael think about it? The greatest basketball player to ever live. And let me show you a picture of Marcus and Larsa. Now, both seem very happy. I don't talk to Larsa as much as I used to anymore. She just lives in Miami. I live in LA. I'm busy. She's busy. She's dating. I'm trying to date. But Larsa, you know, she's on Real Housewives of Miami, and she's killing it, doing her thing. And I remember when she got into the relationship with this guy, I told her, she called me one day, she goes, they're killing me. I said, absolutely, lean into it. Because if you're going to get a beating, you might as well go all the way. That's what I believe. So she went all the way. And now that she's gone all the way, Michael Jordan spoke out recently when TMZ caught him, and he said that he doesn't approve of it. And he didn't comment any further. They kept pressing me. He didn't press on it. But anyway, he said no, and it doesn't matter because Larsa's going to keep doing what she wants. She's a grown-ass woman, and Marcus is a grown man. They now have a podcast together. I don't know what they're talking about because I don't listen to it. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts, and I don't want to hear relationship advice for people who are in a crisis relationship. They may not be in a crisis together, but the whole world is talking about it. I can see both sides of the coin. On one hand, you're dating Michael Jordan's son, and you are Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, and you know their relationship. But then on the other hand, if it was reversed and it was a man dating a woman, it wouldn't be a big deal. So I get her point of view. But then there's a kid involved who's in the NBA, who in the locker room has to probably dodge the bullets. But then on the other hand, fly like a bird. He's out the nest, so it's not your problem anymore. You got to live your life. Because I know when I'm 60, 70 years old, I'm going to have a 25-year-old. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, and look, I'm going to tell y'all this too. I'm not going to be taking this erectile dysfunction medicine. So if my dick don't work, your throat better. It is what it is. But she doesn't have that luxury, or maybe she does. I don't know where this is going. I just know it's unfair. Well, Blueface, this is unfair. Your mama done got in the conversation because she wants to be a relationship expert. We should call her Dr. Carlissa, because who needs a Dr. Ruth when you have her? She went to her Instagram story to give advice to Michael Jordan, who's dealing with this relationship. And this is what she said. Don't feel bad, Mike. What? Wait. First of all, Carlissa, don't address Michael Jordan as Mike. You don't know him. This is an icon. You better watch it. This is what Carlissa said. Don't feel bad, Mike. He about to get ran through just like mine's did. But a hard head make a soft ass. Stay in his ear like you did them ninjas on the court. And F the media when they tell you your son grown. Because out here in these sucker streets, that don't mean shit. Call me if you need some support. Because, oh, no, you seen me dealing with all year. Is that it? Or is that all she said? You ain't said nothing, Carlisa.
Right.
And Mike ain't calling you. What does Michael Jordan, the billionaire, when you can't even get a call back from your son? Now, Carlisa, I know you always find my post, so you're going to probably post this. Okay, hey, you got nice eyebrows in this picture. You look cute. Your makeup was done. Face is beat for the gods. But just beat it. Mind your business. Leave everybody alone. Leave Krishan alone. You ran Krishan out, and she's actually soaring.
On top.
Now, I've been texting Blueface. We got a surprise coming soon. I don't know, but Krishan is doing her thing. Do you think that Michael Jordan should take advice from Carlisa?
Absolutely not. And first of all, the first error in her message was that don't worry about these streets saying your son is grown. Like, he's grown, and that's the problem. You stay in your son's business, and he's an adult. Like, all of these mothers and grandmothers and aunts of these celebrities should put down their cell phones, and they should be blocked from Twitter and Instagram. Because
Can we please take Dionne Warwick's away too, and
all
Anita
the grandmas
Baker's?
and aunties, all of them, because they stay in people's business who they shouldn't be in.
If it's one thing that Blueface and Black China got in common is their moms just want to interject all the time. And I'm scared of Tokyo Tony, so I'm not going to say anything about
I would love to see a show with all these moms, though.
Yes.
Like, put them all in.
Gays gone wild and moms gone wild.
Put them all in a house together where they have to fight for, like, their kids' phone numbers.
Oh, my God.
You know, you have one challenge. I don't know. There's something there. Zeus, if you guys do that show, I need my money. Carlisa, nobody's calling you.
No.
This is Michael Jordan.
I don't know her.
Bye. It's time for Thots and Prayers. Sometimes I wonder how people who are deserving of a voice don't have one, and those who need to shut the hell up continue to be given a platform like this. Like Blueface's mom, for instance. The woman has a talented-ass son who I have a crush on, but she just can't let him be great because she wants to shine just as bright as he does. Like, girl, let your son live his crazy-ass life alone and support him from the sidelines. Like Krishan. And didn't nobody tell you to hit up Michael Jordan? I mean, that man was famous way before you were even known by social media, and he was richer than you'll ever be. He does not need your support to handle his son. Now, another person that's been talking way out the side of their neck is my boy Gilbert Arenas. Now, how is a black man going to come for another oppressed group of people? I told you that earlier. While it may seem like the rules are constantly being updated for the LGBTQIA plus 23Z community, we can't neglect the fact that this community that I'm proudly a part of is finally being given its rights, and everything is new to everyone. So, sir, stick to the commentating, the basketballs, and the balls that you used to playing with. Dribbling. Or if you want to continue to be messy, you can focus on the ones of all the down low players in the league that you can give my number to. He better be careful before my community catches him in public and gives him that fade, because they could throw some pocket pussies and dildos at him like they did Lil Nas X. I bet he'll shut the fuck up then. Just the way Adele had the fans gagged at her concert when she told them that she killed them if they even thought about throwing anything at her on stage. Hell, I don't blame her because these fans are getting out of hand. If I was ever to see one of my favorite performers on stage like Beyonce or Rihanna, why the hell would I want to throw my phone at them? I mean, I'm about to go see Madonna sit in third row, and the only thing I'll be throwing at Madge is some kisses. But before that, I'm going to continue throwing prayers up for her as she continues to recover at home. So Madonna, take it easy, because we can't wait to see you on that stage when I get there. I'm probably even going to vote because that's how gay that concert's going to be. But until then, that's it for this show. I want to make sure that you're pulling up to my other show, The Daily Drop, over on Amazon's AMP Radio. I'm going to clap it up for that. Every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, me and my boy DJ Damage is there. We play music, we talk all the tea. Mariah Lynn popped up at the show this week to clear up that whole Gunna situation. You may want to go take a look at that. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and drop that audio right here because she also spilled some tea. Take a look. It's the unexpected guest. Mariah Lynn is in the building. Now, we say the unexpected guest for the segment because we just don't ever expect anybody to come over to our show. But here you are. We're welcome. We appreciate you. You always support me. So how you been?
I've been amazing. How you been? You know I love you, so.
It's always love, always love. So you were in the news recently. We talked about you here on the show where there was a whole interview you did where you talked about Gunna. You guys had a connection over music before he got the RICO case. This is what you said. I'll recap it real quick and then we can get into it.
Yeah.
It's all about Gunna's like, I mean, everybody is like talking about how dope his album is, but then it's like a lot of niggas ain't fucking with it because he snitched. Everybody's saying the music is fire. You got Gunna in the whip right now?
I'm gonna keep it real. Gunna fronted on me. That's T. He fronted on me on a collaboration. I think, well, he was like lit, but it wasn't like lit. Like, and I had put in the DM like, yo, I got a really good song for us, and I would love to get you on this record. And he was like, no doubt. Which a couple rappers have done that. I usually don't name drop, but I don't really care anymore. Nobody gonna do any way. But
keep it a stat.
Yeah. I just feel like that was kind of weird. Like, because if you didn't want to do it, you could have just been like, yo, keep shining, keep grinding. Like, you didn't have to like sell no dreams. Like, I ain't a dream catcher. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of was like weird to me. But he's not the only one who's done that before. But it was still like, I was really like a Gunna fan, like listening, streaming, like all of that. So
you said that on the interview, and people were saying, "Oh, she's clout chasing this and that, or whatever." When you heard that, or when you saw it go live, and you saw people's reaction, what did you think?
I thought stupidity, because honestly, here's the bottom line. So I made the statement, which I didn't even tell the whole story. So Gunna was in my DM first with kissy faces, and I tried to keep it, cute, business based. So,
wait. What you mean, kissy faces? He was trying to holler?
I mean, if that's what you want to say, kissy faces was, yeah, I guess. But I tried to keep it music-based because, obviously my passion is music, and I respect his music. I actually, like I said in the interview, I never said, because people were like, oh, she was shading him. No, I said I was a fan. I used to stream all his music. You know what I'm saying? But he did front on me because I try to keep it collab based, which Jason, I will show you the DM. You're my friend. I'll send them to you when we get off. But I asked about the record, and once he sent the email, I figured, oh, okay, he gonna listen to the record. Maybe he'll like it. Maybe we'll just organically come up with something, whatever. He never responded after I said sent. He sent me the email. I sent the record. I sent them sent. He never responded. It's still unseen to this day. Receipts. I come with them, Jason. So my point of bringing that up, which I never called him a rat, and until it comes from Thugger's mouth, I don't get into the politics, but free Thug. And my point was that female rappers have it harder. We have to work harder. And I'm not complaining because I'm willing to put the work in, but I'm stating the obvious. I wasn't shading no one, but if I was a lit male rapper and I would have slid in Gunna's DM, I don't think there would have been kissy faces involved. At least I hope not. And it would have been easier. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to pay too. So he could have been like, yo, my price is this. And then I could have either said that's too much or fuck it, I'm going to work with it. But you didn't have to sell me a dream. That was my point. So I didn't understand the commentary a little bit because it was never no shade. It was just like, yo, as a female rapper, it's harder. We have to work harder, and things are not just handed to us.
Yep, it's an audio-only show, so you get to go listen to it exclusively on Amp Radio. We're also on Threads on all platforms, so we're going to be posting the link to that every day. You can pull up to listen to it. Make sure if you want to follow me, you hit me on all social media, at Hollywood Unlocked, at The Jason Lee Show, and, of course, my own Instagram, at The Only Jason Lee. And for this week, coming up at Revolt, we have a very special guest. Where is that? Here he is. Tiffany Haddish, take a look. Oh, well, this is Tiffany's promo card. I thought we were going to show a clip. Do we have a clip? We have a clip. Okay, Tiffany Haddish is my guest this week. You have to tune in to see what we're talking about, but here's a little clip just to hold you over until then. Take a look.
See, fans be thinking they could say whatever about me, and like I'm not gonna make no time to go look them up and research and study and learn their face and learn all their business. But I do, mostly on my cycle. I be having downtime, and that's when I'm sitting on the toilet. I be like, oh, let me see where they, who this person, they want to say this about me? Let me look them up. Okay.
You aren't going that deep into social media.
Baby, I be in it.
And then when they pop up at the Laugh Factory,
and then they pop up at the Laugh Factory, or I run into them at the airport, or I happen to be in a grocery store, and they're like, oh my God, Tiffany Haddish, is that you? Girl, can I get a picture? And I look at them, I be like, ain't you Cynthia such and such? Ain't you 837 hot girl shit? Ain't you whoop, 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 whoop? And they be like, oh, yeah, how you know? Yeah, because I seen what you said. Peace be with you, honey. No, I ain't taking no picture with you. You know what? I wish you nothing but happiness and joy. Get out my face. I'm got to go get hit by an ice cream truck today.
Because that's what you told me to do.
Yeah, because that's what you told me to do. Let me go run out in the streets and see if I can go get lost in traffic. No, why do you want to take a picture with me? I thought you didn't like me. I thought you thought I was this, you thought I was that.
Well, they thought you weren't funny, but came to the Laugh Factory to watch your set.
Came to the Laugh, oh, you not funny, she not funny, but then buy a ticket, come sit in the show, kiki, laugh, run up on me, try to get a picture. If you think I don't see you, oh, I sees you.
Well, that's it, and hopefully you pull up to watch that show. This has been a great episode.
Such a good episode. Oh my God, and this is the first time we've never exploded the flower bomb.
Thought I forgot. Bye.
The Jason Lee Podcast.